No. I don't think Carpenter's interested. But if you can double your profits and cut your costs back to, say, 60%, then he'd be interested. Well, what? Oh, no, not that. No, we're not going to get any more flack from her. Well, I talked to Slaymaker this morning. Yeah, come on in. Well, he said that everything was going to be handled to our complete satisfaction. Hey, listen, buddy, let me call you back in a little bit, all right? I got a little problem in my office I got to take care of. Yeah, bye. Well, this is a surprise. There's some particular reason for your appearance in my office?
Well, I came here to discuss our words the other day.
Oh, you mean your threats?
All right. I admit that things got a little hot, and I didn't handle the problem very well.
Problem? Didn't seem to me to be any problem. Now, you see, Mr. Carpenter and I, we're just trying to help the community by improving the Hollister complex, that's all.
The point that I'm trying to make is that my job is to serve the public, all of the public, without any personal preferences. I guess it just bothered me to see people like Doug Hughes and Ben Martin getting caught in the middle.
Oh, and you hate not being able to help your friends.
No, I didn't say that.
Now, what you're really saying, even though you hate to admit it, is that you were wrong, right?
Look, I am sorry for the way that
You were wrong. Now, you see, that's what an apology's all about, isn't it, Miss Marshall? To say that the other party is right and that you were just too biased to see things clearly. Hmm?
Say, Sam, you know those Protochem sites are looking better and better all the time. Carlson called and said he wanted to thank us for the efforts that we made to keep on schedule.
Well, there were no special efforts. We're just doing our job.
Oh, now, come on. I mean, you stayed up 4 nights in a row just to keep the thing floating.
No, we were just doing our job, which is what we're expected to do. No special favors, no thank yous.
Well, just delivering a message.
I know. Thank you very much.
It's Webster, isn't it? Sam, don't let him bother you. This happens all the time. I mean, people fly off the handle all the time. Come on.
Yes, well, I just flew out of Webster's office.
You were in Webster's office? What were you doing in there?
I apologized. Don't worry, I didn't lose my cool.
So how do you think it went?
Well, my gut level reaction to that question tells me extremely well for Webster. It was sheer humiliation for me.
Oh.
I felt like I was eating wet gravel from his cement mixer.
Hey, Sam, come on, lady. Don't let Webster get to you.
I'm not. It is his attitude, his all-encompassing, absolutely disgusting attitude.
Sam.
I know.
Hey, look, now, this whole mess, you shouldn't be to blame for it. I mean, it's as much my responsibility as it is yours.
Oh, no, Jim.
No, you hold on a minute here. Now, I'm the one who urged you on here because of my own personal feelings about Carpenter.
Please stop it. Now, my temper got out of hand and my mouth flew off. Anyway, everything's gonna be okay.
Yeah, but I thought you said a minute ago that you
Before
just...
I left, Webster said that he was going to get back to me sometime soon. So that settles it. Things like this happen all the time. No hard feelings.
Oh, I see.
Besides, all's fair in leases and wet cement, huh? Sam Marshall. Oh, yes, but... Yes, I'll be right over.
What's up, lady?
Well, I don't know. That was Slaymaker. He wants to see me in his office this afternoon.
Excuse me, do you have any books on fishing tackle?
Scott, what brings you over here?
Well, I've never seen the bookstore before, and I haven't seen much of you lately. So this is it.
Yeah.
The bookmark. Has a very nice homey touch.
Well, that's one of the reasons we bought it. Except the Kingsley College Christmas vacations left the place kind of deserted.
Well, maybe I can be your first customer. You see, I have this friend that catches fish so fast he sets
come
records.
on.
And what I need is a book that'll give me the competitive edge. Should guarantee at least 4 or 5 fish an hour.
Davidson, it was purely accidental. I never fished before in my life.
Now, don't give me that stuff, Cummings.
Honestly, Scott, but I am glad I got to know you and Jean a little better. I just hope I didn't overdo it with my story.
Well, he's heard the story about your healing before, at least a couple of times.
I did overdo it, didn't I?
Now, wait a minute, Jeff. Don't be so hard on yourself. Gene was listening, really. But I think I know the part that he was most interested in.
Yeah, what's that?
The new Jeff. You see, he knew you before.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
No. You don't understand. Gene can't deny what the Lord has done in Jeff Cummings.
You know something? You're right. So, tell me, how's your family?
Well, Lori and Ben got back from the honeymoon.
Was she surprised? I mean, about the condo?
If she glowed anymore, she'd be like a neon sign. Listen, I heard about that guy that you met in jail, too. Liz told Terry. She also told her about an unexpected obligation that you have coming up.
Yeah, my prepayment penalty. It's due really soon. I don't know, Scott. The Lord's helped us out this far. I'm sure that he's...
Jeff, Terry and I really got a lot more than we asked for. And I'm sure it wasn't by accident. It's usually for a purpose, to share with others. Jeff, I want to loan you that money.
That's really generous of you, Scott, but I don't think you realize how much it is.
Yes, I do. And I can handle it. Now, when business gets better, you can pay me back, but not before, understand?
Are you sure you want to do this?
I've already prayed about it, and it's settled. Please, Jeff. Let me do this for you. I mean, what are friends for?
I don't know what to say.
Just accept it.
Okay. Thanks. You know, there aren't many men like you.
Oh, come on. There's a lot of men like me. It's just that the Lord makes a difference, that's all.
Yeah, I'm coming. Hey, Ben, how are you today?
Fine, Mitch. How are you doing?
Fine, just fine.
Have you heard what's going on with Carpenter now?
As a matter of fact, I have.
Well, what do you think we can do?
Well, now, after poring over pages and pages of the pertinent documents, I think we can let the matter rest. Your best course of action is to get out.
They cannot get away with this, Mitch. Now, there's a meeting in less than 2 weeks, and I'm going to be there. See, Carpenter hasn't heard the last from me.
I thought you might feel this way. Look, have you thought about this rationally?
Yes, I've thought about it. Every time I trip over a 2x4 and rusty nails in the morning, I think about it. Every time a seriously ill patient of mine tells me they have to travel across town again, I think about it. Now, I want the revocation reversed and Carpenter out, and I'm asking you to please help me.
You're not listening to me, son. Now, Carpenter has you tied up in loopholes. The burden of proof of any wrongdoing depends on us, and we don't have it. No, my suggestion to you is just cut your losses and get out.
No, I don't think so at all. I'm sorry, Mitch. It's just, I have bills to pay. I mean, more than I ever expected. I mean, I couldn't afford the moving bill even if I did decide to go.
I just don't understand. Some people pay good money for counsel. It took years of hacking through red tape to get to this, and then they don't use it. I am sorry that you got unexpected bills. Heaven knows this is no time for you to be in the red. But if you do anything else, except to borrow somebody's van and get your files and everything else out of Hollister Square, it's going to lead to bankruptcy.
You refuse to help me? Well then, I guess I have to find someone who will.
Ben, what do you do when things don't turn out exactly the way you planned?
I try, and I fight, and I fight until someone takes me seriously. Goodbye, Mitch.
Dad,
Home early from school?
just a free period.
Oh, let me help you. Here.
That's all right, I got it.
Not as young as I used to be. I bet that car comes in handy on your off periods, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Here. Wait a minute. Peter? An F?
That's just a quiz.
What is the meaning of
It's
this?
just a quiz, Dad. It's not the whole grade.
A 4-page quiz?
Mr. Simpson doesn't believe in short quizzes.
Well, it really doesn't make any difference. This is trigonometry. You need it to graduate, don't you?
Yes, Dad.
Well, then I would suggest that you take this just a little bit more seriously.
Dad, you... Never mind.
I what? Peter, I want the best for you.
I know, for crying out loud, Dad. Haven't you ever had a teacher that, well, just couldn't teach?
Peter?
Mr. Simpson knows the facts, Dad. He just can't relate them effectively to the class, that's all.
And?
And he's boring.
Is the whole class failing?
No. But they all hate the class. Even Julie Sawyer falls
Julie
asleep in
Sawyer.
there.
I see. She wouldn't by any chance be within your immediate peripheral vision, would she?
Sits right next to me. I know that doesn't make things any better.
You know, I'd like to meet Julie Sawyer sometime. Why don't you bring her over?
I don't think so, Dad. Well, maybe if I had a party or something, you know, had everybody.
What's wrong with inviting her over here? I see. She doesn't fit in.
Not exactly.
Son, your friends play a very important part in your life. I don't want you choosing the kind that you'd be afraid...
Dad, they're my friends. I never said you couldn't meet them. It's just that, you know, there's a time, there's a way.
It shouldn't matter, Peter.
Well, it does matter. It does.
And last but not least, looking for something, Miriam?
I think you know what I'm looking for.
I
think you had better not have done what I think you just did.
I did.
You know, Mother, I think from here on in, I'll just make maybe a little mental note of everything that I personally want to repay you for. So just who do you think you are throwing my pills away like that?
I'm your mother.
Well,
that's
I
it.
don't need a mother. Your mothering's done about as much good as the tooth fairy.
I have tried to show your father and you both trust and love. All you do is hurt people, especially yourself.
Well, Mother dear, I don't recall getting any sympathy from you when I was hurting. I think you're nothing but a spineless, weak, love-starved woman.
Your father has taken everything that he can from me, and I am not going to stand here and listen to your insults.
Oh, don't worry, Mother dear. You won't have to, because you won't be residing in this house in another month's time.
You can't throw me out.
Oh, no? I think I pay my share of the rent, right?
No,
Oh, wait, Mother, remember? You don't have any money now, do you?
Paul has graciously provided that I will stay in this house as long as I want to.
Oh, not so, dear Mother, not so. You see, Daddy's just already taken care of that one little item. And when we decide to leave, well, if we decide to leave, it will be on Daddy's and my terms, not yours.
Nah, Chuck. No, we got to do it again. It's not working. I know, but if you bring in the special effects just a second sooner, right, then the music will work. Now, let's try it again. Roll it.
Okay, Scott, coming back to you in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take music.
Come on. Cue special effects now. That's it. Keep it going. That's it. Chuck, that was perfect. Give that man a raise. I'm coming in for the next one.
Okay, I'll set up the next one.
Hi, honey.
You love it, don't you?
Need you ask? Well, this is a surprise. What brings you here?
Well, why not? If you can come visit me at home when you could be having lunch with a member of the board, I can visit you when I get a break.
Well, how do you like it?
It's just beautiful. I had no idea it was this big. I am so impressed with it. And you too.
That's two of us.
Do you really think that Durkin wants to use this only as a tax write-off?
I don't know, Terry. Ever since Nancy's come over here, things haven't been the same with John.
What do you mean?
Well, I know he's been away, but we just don't see eye to eye on much of anything anymore.
Well, things may change. Maybe when he comes back.
Come to think of it, Peter and I didn't see eye to eye today either.
Why? What's up?
He came home with a failing grade in trigonometry. Then he acted as though it didn't even matter.
He told you he failed?
Now he fumbled his books and I picked the test off the floor.
What'd he say about it?
Well, that's just it. He made up this line about this professor being boring. And then I found out another reason why he's just not keeping his mind on the lectures.
What do you mean?
Guess who's sitting next to him in trigonometry?
Oh, not Julie again. Every time he starts talking about her, he shifts into high gear.
I know. And when I suggested that I meet her, he backed off. No, Terry, there's got to be some way to get closer to his wavelength. Lord, help me find it. Well, come on. Let me show you the control room.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so glad you came by, sweetheart.
Good afternoon, Commissioner.
I believe I asked you to be at my office by 4 o'clock, Miss Marshall.
Well, Commissioner, when your secretary called, I told her I already had 4 o'clock appointment.
With whom?
I don't see where that really matters.
It matters to me.
With the site engineer from Protochem.
Wouldn't want a county commissioner waiting for anything less.
Well, time is of the importance to
Of
all
course.
us.
That Mr. Redland, the one who's your assistant now, is he up on all the Protochem developments?
Yes, he worked on all of the site surveys. He wrote the environmental impact.
So if for any reason you couldn't be there, then he could handle the matter.
I see you have finally accepted the fact that I hired Gene for more than his color and sex.
Not necessarily, but we will need someone to run the office after you're gone.
You're saying that... Wait, I really don't understand.
Yes, the full board met last night. 2/3 voted to have you terminated.
I'm fired.
That sums up what we had in mind.
I am fired because I insulted a so-called attorney of carpenters? I don't believe it.
Well, maybe you'll believe it when the county marshal comes to escort you from the office. That is, unless you're out of here by 5 o'clock today.
You wouldn't dare.
Put me to the test.
I've looked forward to this day for a long time, Ms. Marshall.
I'm finished, right? I am no longer on the county payroll.
Precisely.
Then I have got a few things to say to you, Jack. You have treated the county commissioner's office like it was a doormat, wiping your dirty feet all over it. But like they say, you can fool some of the people some of the time, but you cannot fool all of the people all of the time.
Please spare me the dramatics.
Oh, you reap what you sow, Commissioner. And you are up to your navel in dirt. You, Carpenter, Webster, Hollister Mall, Protochem, and about a half a dozen other dirty deals are gonna find yourselves dumped in the river.
What's that supposed to mean?
What I mean is that I don't get walked on without biting back.
This meeting is over, young lady.
And you be glad that I am a lady, you Commissioner.